This is Improving Sleep. Subject Adam Richards. I'm Brian. So, a couple of characteristics of Adam. He's an owl. Um, he's also a BSC student athlete, baseball player specifically. Um, he's a party enthusiast and a gym rat. Adam, he's a baseball player here at BSC. I understand what that means for his schedule, as I'm also a baseball player. Throughout the day, he's in class, and then following that, he'll have practice, which ranges between 4 and 5 hours daily. Uh, Practice ends around 8 each night. Therefore, he eats later than he should, than suggested for a high quality sleep. Uh, he's also partaking in physical activity later in the day, which causes his body temperature to remain fairly high when he should be trying to go to sleep. Also, that being said, on the weekends we have games, and those games typically take up the entirety of the day, and then obviously after those games, we Adam likes to go out and have fun, typically drinking and going to the bars or something. So on those weekends, Adam will get drunk, and on average, he'll stay out till about 3 a.m. and come back and then try and go to sleep. But uh, it, his sleep isn't really doing much for him during that time because his drunkenness doesn't allow for him to make up that sleep debt that he's accrued throughout the week, going to class and baseball practice and stuff. Because when you are drunk, you're not actually asleep, you're more just unconscious and not actually draining that bathtub full of sleep debt. I chose Adam because I believe I can help him. I did this improving sleep test myself a little earlier in the semester. I was in the same position as Adam was. Is I made the adjustments, and I know Adam trusts me because I'm one of his best friends and also one of his teammates. So, yep. Um, the pre-intervention data. Um, I just had a discussion with Adam. We spoke about how what issues he was facing when he was trying to sleep or when after he was done sleeping. He told me about his issues falling asleep. Um, it's fairly common. We work out a way to fix that problem or try to fix that problem. He also told me about his issues waking up in the morning. That's something I struggle with, particularly because we have to stay up fairly late with doing our schoolwork after practice and eating. He also told me about his issues with moodiness and tiredness. And that's just part of him not getting sufficient rest. The moodiness is a little tougher because that could also correlate to things outside of just his sleep. He also told me he watches TV and is on his phone in his bed, and I explained to him in the intervention stage that that is an issue. The intervention stage is for you to look at Dr. Chandler. It's a PowerPoint presentation, super simplistic, just so that Adam could understand. And the data that I collected from Adam over the course of 5 days, I asked questions of any trouble waking up in the morning. Answer yes or no. Did you work out early? Yes or no. How was your mood throughout the day? Good or bad? How were your energy levels throughout the day, high or low? Screen time before bed, yes or no, and trouble falling asleep, yes or no. I found a correlation between screen time in bed before going to sleep and trouble falling asleep. Whenever there was no screen time, there was typically a much easier time falling asleep for him. There was also a correlation between trouble waking up in the morning, mood throughout the day. Whenever he wasn't having trouble waking up in the morning, it seemed like he had a much better mood. according to him, and me just being around him, he seemed to be a little bit more upbeat. Energy levels are also tied into that. If he was tired when he woke up, his energy levels throughout the day were typically pretty low. So, yeah. In conclusion, we saw success primarily in the mood and energy areas of Adam's life. A little bit more pep in his step, especially around days 3 and 4. He avoided using his phone and watching TV on his bed, allowing for him to fall asleep more swiftly and stay asleep more often. So he started lifting in the morning. That also, he doesn't have any control over when we have to practice. So if practice is running late, then he's running late. We're running late. But the lifting in the morning definitely helped because him and a couple other guys on the baseball team love to go lift late at night, and I told him how that's not good for him. Overall, I believe the experiment worked to improve Adam's mood and tiredness, as well as a slight change in falling asleep and staying asleep. So I think that was something he improved upon, and I think it's something he'll keep up. And changes to the experiment, I think I could have removed the TV from Adam's room and asked him to plug his phone in out here in the kitchen, just to avoid all types of electronic use in his bedroom when he was getting close to that time of going to sleep. But we'll fix that next time. Thank you, and that'll be it.